Hello and welcome to Quick Charge by Electrek, keeping you in the fast track with daily Tesla and electric vehicle news. I'm Mikey G, and it's Wednesday, July 6th. For reasons that are entirely unclear, other media outlets are producing headlines that read, "Tesla is no longer the world's largest electric car producer," or "Did Tesla lose the EV crown?" and so on. Of course, this raises eyebrows within the well-read EV community. This is actually largely due to a magnified stat comparing delivery numbers for the year-to-date of Tesla and BYD. Tesla reported delivering 564,743 electric vehicles in the first half of 2022. BYD reported 638,157, but what is often missed is that actually has a lot of hybrids for BYD. Comparing only all electric vehicles, Tesla still out-delivered the Chinese conglomerate by a number of over 241,000. This shouldn't be much of a surprise to regular listeners and readers of Electrek. Tesla is clearly in the lead, and their massive investments in long-term scalability has only started to take shape. Tesla is securing component contracts, raw materials, production space, and much, much more. It's disappointing to see other media outlets run with a headline that is misleading, to say the least. But I've heard it said that news is a knee-jerk kind of industry. Electrek reviews the Rivian R1S electric SUV. We encourage you to read the full article with a wealth of details on our site, but here are some highlights. This 7-seat SUV version of the very impressive truck did not disappoint. Using the same platform, it builds with greater access for families and activities. Electrek's editorial director, Seth Weintraub, writes, quote, "Both of Rivian's consumer vehicles, the R1S and R1T, are alone in their class in terms of what they can do. That's why I'm bullish on the company, even if it's hemorrhaging money now. Demand won't be a problem for the foreseeable future." He also says, quote, "One simple fact is going to tell you more than all of the Rivian R1S review words, images, and video below. I'm in line to buy a Rivian R1S." Ahead of its official release in China, Xpeng Motors has posted a teaser video showcasing the engineering beta version of its city navigation guided pilot. The company's video shows the P5 sedan driving autonomously from Xpeng headquarters in Guangzhou to the city center. It demonstrates a number of different advanced driver assist functions. And when it reaches mass production, this feature set could offer a legitimate challenge to Tesla's full self-driving beta. The set includes cruising, following, navigating and changing lanes, overtaking and changing lanes, entering and exiting roads, and detouring stationary vehicles and objects. It's actually quite impressive, really. I've had the experience of sitting in as a passenger on the roads of China, and it made my hair stand on end. The Xpeng system appears to keep speed and avoid the harried streets with buzzing pedestrians, cyclists, and motor vehicles of various shapes and sizes. Saleen Automotive has unveiled a new Model S build and a financing plan that has some peculiarities. A few years after the housing and financial crisis of '08, Steve Saleen tried to relaunch the company, but he had to use less scrupulous methods to do so. And now in 2022, Saleen is trying to do another comeback. They are looking for a small investor pool with a minimum of $500 to invest in the company. However, those investors have to give up their voting proxy to Steve Saleen. The filing also shows that Saleen's revenues were down 91% last year to just $2.5 million. The company had a net loss of $3.3 million in 2021. As of the latest reported date of September 2021, Saleen had only $14,000 of cash on hand. Electrek's writer Fred Lambert actually accused the company of pumping and dumping in a stock scheme, and as a result, they pursued legal action, including a gag order. And now, here we are again. Let's see if another gag order comes to pass. Rivian has announced that it produced 4,401 electric vehicles during the last quarter. It's actually a significant ramp-up considering supply chain issues are still subsiding. This brings the total number of Rivian vehicles to 7,969. Since the start of production late last year, the automaker doesn't break down the results by model, but we are confident in assuming that the majority of those are the R1T electric pickup truck and a handful of SUVs and delivery vans for Amazon. In the same press release, Rivian reiterated that its goal of producing 25,000 vehicles this year is still achievable. The automaker is working through a large backlog of reservations, and the company is chasing profitability after implementing and then repealing a price hike. In today's community comment found on YouTube, Single Speed says, quote, "Have to wonder how many people are on multiple different waiting lists for an EV when they plan on buying just one. Also wonder how many have given up on waiting and bought an internal combustion engine." You know, that's a good question, Single Speed. As the chip shortage drags on, many EVs have started to land with missing parts. I've driven a few of them with conspicuously missing features as car companies are starting to get creative with what they leave in and what they leave out. Clearly, it's a time where everyone's trying to get through the same bottleneck. I put myself on a list or two, with refundable deposits, of course. Having been an electric car owner for a bit over 10 years, I'm pretty dedicated to the platform and won't go back. But for the average Joe, I don't know. Being on a waiting list might be a little bit longer of a wait than they had anticipated. And the promise of an EV definitely delivers, but they wouldn't know that because I haven't experienced it, at least in many cases. Thanks for watching Quick Charge by Electrek. I'm Mikey G, and I hope you have a great day.